Hello and welcome to Vibes of India. The Maharashtra Assembly election results have been quite a shocker. Here at Vibes of India, Nandini Oza and I are here to decode the elections and find the real reasons for nearly Congress's sweep out from the state which once was its territory.
Yes.
To begin with, let us tell you that there are
88.
288 assembly constituencies in Maharashtra, and the main fight was between the Mahayuti, which comprised of the BJP, the Shiv Sena faction of Eknath Shinde, and the
Ajit Pawar
faction of the NCP.
So fighting against the Mahayuti was Maha Vikas Aghadi, comprising the Congress, Sharad Pawar's NCP and Uddhav Thackeray group's Shiv Sena.
And Maharashtra, usually people are not very excited about elections, but this time the elections, we have to take a note of this, that whenever the election commission has announced Maharashtra elections, assembly elections in a single phase, that is on a single day, the BJP has always emerged more victorious.
Yes. And here it is a total rout for the Congress-led Maha Vikas Aghadi, not giving, this is in sharp contrast to the exit polls.
Yes, Maharashtra voted on November 20 in a single phase, and this time the voting percentage was 66.05%, which was up from previous 2019's 61.1%. This is slightly off the track, Nandini.
Yeah.
But if we remember the last elections also, the BJP had much more numbers
Yeah.
than the Congress,
yes.
or the what we call the Maha Vikas Aghadi. But it was Ahmed Patel who stitched a formidable alliance. Tomorrow is his death anniversary, and I'm sure Congress is going to miss him and his political strategies.
Yes.
It is only after his death that Sharad Pawar's nephew Ajit Pawar walked off.
Yeah, true.
Right? Also from
the
Shiv Sena,
yeah.
Also from Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde walked off.
Yes.
So there were different equations. So from 2019 to 2024, a lot of water has passed over in Maharashtra.
Yes.
But the final verdict, as we see of now, is that Congress seems to be completely swept over.
Yes, and the exit polls did not paint such a bad picture for the Maha Vikas Aghadi, but the results that are trickling in is showing totally something else.
Yes, the majority mark in the 288 seat of Maharashtra Assembly is 145. That is, 145 is the number any political party needs to form a majority government, and as of now, the Mahayuti is all confident and surging ahead to form its government.
It's already leading, till the time we are recording this, it's already leading on 121 seats.
The Mahayuti, the Maha Vikas Aghadi, comprising of Congress, Shiv Sena and NCP, even though is faring so miserably, has been embroiled in a bitter controversy of who would be the next chief minister.
Yes.
This reflects a lot on how elections are taken by the Congress party. Also, if I have to pinpoint three particular reasons why the Mahayuti has done so well in Maharashtra. Number one, I would say that the coordination between different allies of the Mahayuti was much more smooth, syncretic and harmonious than the MVA.
Yes, and Amit Shah, the Home Minister, Union Home Minister, was personally supervising the state of affairs in Maharashtra as far as the elections are concerned, and he did travel to the state quite often.
Right. And like I think Ajit Pawar, Sharad Pawar's nephew, has had the last laugh
Yes.
in what I would call an epic family clash in their traditional family stronghold of Baramati
Yeah.
by defeating his own nephew Yugendra Pawar by over 1 lakh votes. This would be Ajit Pawar's 7th consecutive victory in Baramati. We should recall that just a couple of months back, Supriya Sule, Sharad Pawar's daughter, defeated Ajit Pawar's wife from this area.
Yes, yes,
So
and then she had to be sent to the Rajya Sabha.
So how things change? you
Yes,
know?
and perhaps people, I guess, it will be the last election for Mr. Sharad Pawar. What do you think?
Considering his health, he's a very spirited, positive man that reflects a zest for life. I think his health is not being supporting him of late, and unfortunately for Sharad Pawar, I think Supriya Sule is not a real heir to his political shrewdness, strategy and scientific manipulations in the electoral arena. Also, I would like to mention that one reason the Congress has done so desperately, that is, it has come down to less than 20 seats.
It's like the last we heard was it was leading only on 36 seats. The Maha Vikas Aghadi
Yeah,
was
so I'm
leading
talking
only
of
on
the
36.
Congress.
Yeah.
So the Congress is just, in the last election, the Congress in 2019, the Congress at least had 44 seats.
Yes.
On its own, 44 seats independently, and still Ahmed Patel had to rush immediately from Delhi to Bombay to stitch an alliance and to ensure a government in place. This time the Congress, it is unlikely, would even cross, the 24 mark in Maharashtra.
True that.
One reason for this is that Maharashtra is a very important state. When we talk of important state, it's finance,
Yes.
it is finance, it's tourism, it is the access point. Maharashtra, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, I would put Gujarat thereafter, are one of the most important states of India. And unfortunately, in these elections, even after the deafening defeat of the Congress in Haryana, such a small state, they should have learned their lessons well.
I don't think they have learned that.
But they did not focus enough. I think majority of the leaders were busy electioneering at Wayanad for Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Also, very depressing quote I saw on Punjab Kesari, where Robert Vadra, I don't know whether it's a joke or whether it was said in absolute seriousness, where it was quoted that Ab meri bari hai.
Huh.
So that actually put me off.
True. And as we are discussing Maharashtra Assembly election results, Deepal, the question mark is also on what happens to Uddhav Thackeray. Though the saving grace for the Uddhav Thackeray faction of the Shiv Sena is that his son Aditya Thackeray has won against Milind Devra, but his party has also failed miserably.
I'm very glad because Aditya Thackeray is a very young, dynamic leader, and to defeat a veteran and a rich person like Milind Devra, Murli's son, it was considered invincible.
Yes.
And with total industrial support.
Yes, and
This
now
has been possible. So Maharashtra is going to unfold quite a few interesting things, but with very few numbers in their kitty. The MPA is not likely to make any impressive action-oriented program in
No, I don't-
Maharashtra.
Yeah,
in
and I
coming
don't
days.
think they will be effective as a strong opposition also, because a strong opposition also means quite a good number of seats, which seems to be unlikely.
Absolutely. Another thing is, the BJP takes all elections very seriously.
Yes.
After the Lok Sabha polls, they especially focus their attention on Madhya Pradesh, where they won 29 of the 29 Lok Sabha seats. A random survey revealed that one of the main factors for BJP's stunning victory in Maharashtra, even Gujarat, they could not win all 26 seats.
Yeah.
They lost one. But in
Yeah.
Madhya Pradesh, they could win was the Ladki Behna Yojana.
Yeah.
Now, Maharashtra being a cosmopolitan place, we living in the impression that Maharashtra is all about cosmopolitanism, urbanization, industrialization. No. Maharashtra has a very significant rural household,
Yes.
rural livelihoods from the Vidarbha region
Yes.
to the south of Maharashtra. The Ladki Behna Yojana of Madhya Pradesh that the BJP replicated in Maharashtra appears to have yielded very positive results for the Mahayuti.
Yes, because Mumbai is not Maharashtra. There's much more to it.
Mumbai is not Maharashtra, Nagpur is not Maharashtra.
Yes.
And there is often a misconception that Gujaratis decide what happens in Maharashtra. No.
No.
Gujaratis are just focused in, if we take, Mumbai, suburbs of Mumbai like Thane, which is an assembly constituency on its own, Pune and Nashik a bit. But otherwise, it is Maharashtrians. And Maharashtrians were very clear, despite Congress's allegations that several industrial projects were being pushed away to Gujarat instead of Maharashtra, did not resonate with the people of Maharashtra. They
It did
appeared
not.
to be happy. They were also not happy with the constant ramblings and rantings by Nana Patole. Even before the campaigning ended, the MVA, that is the Congress, Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena and Sharad Pawar's NCP were embroiled in who would the next chief minister be. Compared to this, the Mahayuti was very clear.
True, and now let's see. It is heading for a landslide victory, and there are chances that Devendra Fadnavis could well be the next chief minister, with Eknath Shinde having secured one term after joining the NDA.
Yeah, that could be an arrangement, and so we all should be looking forward to Devendra
Yeah, and we should
Fadnavis
also
and
be-
lots of reels by his wife Amrita,
and,
who
and
is-
yes, she's already said that she would want to see her husband as the chief minister, and it will be also interesting to see that if Eknath Shinde is not made the chief minister,
what next?
then what would he be doing? What would be his reaction? And then even Ajit Pawar. I mean, does he get deputy chief ministership, or this time around he doesn't get?
Unfortunately, what has happened is, not long ago, Congress had a very strong base in Maharashtra, whether it was Sharad Pawar, Prithviraj
Yes.
Chauhan, YB Chauhan, even Ahmed Patel was in constant touch,
Yes.
The Congress at this point of time lacks a strong, solid leader in Maharashtra who can herald them, who can lead them with a vision, with a confidence. Like, if we speak in tech terms, there are, a founder's mode and a manager's mode. So the Congress is really confused whether what role it should be playing.
True.
Unlike the Mahayuti, which was just playing the managerial role, they were being told what to do, they did that. There were no claims made of who would be the chief minister, In fact, there are 11 places where within the Mahayuti there have been internal contests and they did it very smoothly.
Yes.
So as not to hurt the Eknath Shinde faction with the BJP.
Yes. So a lot is unfolding from Maharashtra. Keep watching Vibes of India. We'll keep giving you the updates, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.